Hello, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with me, Daddy Jokey, and look at this beautiful nothing in front of me. Finally, all the carrots have been cleared away. Look at this. It is, no, the wrong button, fail. 217,000 liters still in there. And if we look at what we have to sell, we have 34,000 worth already in there. We've already sold 43, my bad. We already sold 43,000 or 48,000 worth before. So currently the carrots are making us a bank. So if you saw my poll from like 2 weeks ago where I asked, are carrots worth it? Yes, no, maybe so. Still undecided, still maybe so actually. It is a lot of work to get them done, to get them processed and, you know, harvest them. The planting is actually super simple. The planting situation is dead easy. It is, I mean, it is as simple as it's gonna get, right? Like you don't even need to create the ridges. You just can if you want to make it look pretty. But it's just simple. Oh shoot, dang it, I thought I filled it up before I parked, but I guess not. But it is super simple. It's just the question is it worth it? It is a lot of carting. Here is my thought on this. I think if you're going to harvest carrots, you need a semi truck or a powerful tractor that can fit one of those like humongous 59,000 liters worth of stuff trailers. If you have something that can carry that much stuff, then you're pretty good because you can deliver a lot of it right out of the gate. But if you have to tip any of it on the floor and pick it up later, it becomes a real chore. And I just messed up. I meant to go put this with the animals, and so I'm still undecided on whether or not it's worth it. You know, it's been a lot of work. It's definitely, and especially if you don't have something that you can pick it up with later, it is such a tremendous amount of effort. But, you know, it is worth it in the end, right? Like, we have been making a lot of money. This trigger on this goat pen is kind of wonky. I don't understand. There we go. Pump it up. Pump it up a little more for the sheep as well. And incidentally, the goats are actually running out of grass in the meadow just in time for new grass to start growing. But they have plenty of grass in the trough, because obviously grass in the trough never goes bad. We all know that. That's like, you don't need to be a farmer to know that if you put grass in a trough, it'll just stay fresh for the rest of time. I'm kidding, that was sarcasm. I understand why it doesn't go bad, but it is goofy. And at the end of the day, I'm the one who did it, so you can see me fuff around with the backing up of this trailer. But anyway, so today, last of March, actually, in game, early February, not in game, so let's not get excited for spring yet. But I've had an idea, you could say, a thesis almost, a plan, you might say, and that is, if you look at the money that I have, and that is the money that I have from selling all the long planks. I have my pickup truck over by the sawmill loaded up with little planks, and then we have all the carrots. Well, not all the carrots, but then we have a lot of the carrots. And I'm thinking that when we sell all of that, we're gonna be sitting at about $110,000. And for $108,000, we can buy that small field over there that's like above the roof of my tractor right now. And that way, we could already have 2 out of the 3 fields that we want over here on the side of our farm. And that, I already checked on the map, and that field up there has all the same benefits as the field we already bought. It is fully fertilized, it has been plowed, it doesn't need lime, it is basically ready to go to have stuff planted into. And so I'm wondering, I'm thinking I'm gonna go and buy it. We will be pretty strapped for cash if I do, because we will be left with like 1,000 money, but the carrots are gonna keep producing and we're gonna be able to sell more carrots in a little bit. So that wouldn't really even be too bad of a concern, honestly. We're gonna drive on up in here. Let go of that. And I forgot to take the care wheels off of my tractor. Part of the reason is because we have to go put fertilizer on one of the fields. And so I didn't want to necessarily switch back and forth, but we'll leave it parked over here and pop over to here. So here is the rest of the planks. We also have a ton of wood chip boxes that we're gonna take. And here's another thought that I had, and that is that I don't think, starting this year, I guess, I don't think I want to sit on the commodities, if that makes any sense. Like, let's play a little bit more realistically. And it's not really a case with the wood chips. They will take a lot longer to deteriorate into just soil, I guess. But with stuff like, you know, grain or even our carrots, where we just had it sitting on the ground for essentially 3 months without any kind of significant loss, I don't think I like that. I don't think I want to do that anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the price that we have, and you know, we're not gonna warehouse anything. Especially because I don't think any of our facilities are made for warehousing a lot of the stuff that we build. Like, we could easily warehouse planks in our big barn. There's plenty of space for it, and there is also plenty of like, the air wouldn't be getting moist, it wouldn't be getting too dry, it would just sit tight, and it could last a few weeks before, I think anyway, before any kind of damage would start to incur from who knows what. Rodents maybe, honestly don't know. But so that's kind of a thing that I've got to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna load up even the wood chips, and that's gonna give us a few thousand. So really we would be set for money if we did the plan that I was talking about. Now the only problem with my plan is that if I buy another field, it doesn't solve the issue of what it is that I actually want to put in the ground. I still haven't figured that out, and I think I should, because at the moment, let's quickly verify that this is where I want to sell this. Playground, okay. We're gonna go and sell it at the playground. Boop. And 31,000. Enjoy all the planks. He must be building a lot of playgrounds. I would have also thought that all of this stuff would be built on site, but maybe not like tractor thingies, but it is simplifying the process, I guess. So yeah, so really, the question is, what do we want to put in the ground? Originally I was thinking oats, as I was talking about in the previous episode, and then I was thinking oats are a little too similar to barley. We would get a ton of straw out of. Ooh, shoot. Okay, well, that was safe. Don't do that at home, kids. Originally, I was thinking oats. Then I was thinking sorghum. But sorghum, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have never used it, if I'm honest. I don't really understand what it's for. I know horses can eat it as base food, and pigs, but we don't have either of those, so we don't really need the grain for any kind of production in-house. So I don't know. Then I was thinking maybe peas or spinach or some other kind of veg that we could use, you know, as part of the new stuff in FS25. So if you're not new to Farming Simulator, you're like, well, show me the new stuff, right? If you are new to Farming Simulator, you probably don't really all that much care whether or not we do corn or whatever. And it all depends what we produce always just depends on the machines that we have. And so basically, if I'm gonna choose to do any veg, except carrots, we're not doing carrots again this year. Well, maybe, we'll see. If we do any veg, then the issue is that we're gonna have to rent all the things anyway. So if we're gonna have to rent stuff out, we might as well do whatever we want because we're gonna be renting things, right? So it doesn't matter whether or not we have to rent a combine with a corn header if we have to rent a vegetable harvester, right? Like, at the end of the day, if we're renting something, then it doesn't matter. So really, it just kind of depends on what we want to do. Do we want to check out some more productions or you know, what have you? We are coming up over here at the preserved Blue Dwarf factory, and we're gonna have the local forklift person deal with that. So I'll be back when that's all done. Where's the door to the business? I think right up here. So I'll go and holler at them. Alright, well, they should be done with that. And I did ask them to overload the vehicle again because I don't want to have to make 2 trips. So let's roll this show out and go down to the restaurant, because apparently that's where 40,000 liters of preserved carrots gets used up in this universe. Something tells me that Steamboat Willie's, or whatever it's called over there, is one of those restaurants that you get to see at like Hell's Kitchens or whatever, Hell Kitchen Impossible. Because if they're using preserved carrots to make whatever, I mean, come on. At least they're locally sourced, I guess. But the beautiful mod that speeds up the production based on your preferences, oh, it is choice. I love it. The thing I love about it as well is that it does finally make sense for us to have a semi-truck. So, not that I'm necessarily keeping an eye out on that, but it's one of those things where, because the productions were so slow, there hasn't really been any kind of need. Whoa, we gotta take it easy, super easy. There hasn't really been any kind of need to buy like the refrigerated truck or the, you know, like the semi-truck with the tray. Ooh, shoot. The semi-truck with the, or semi-trailer rather. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm looking forward to not dealing with this. Yes, this is how you do it when you flip your truck over too. You just lift it. Yeah, and then everything's good. Then again, you also generally don't flip your truck over when going 10 miles per hour, so there's that. And then we'll just cross the street, or road, I guess. Why did the chicken cross the road to deliver carrots to Steamboat Willie's, whatever, restaurant? So here we are. And the question that I asked on the way there, that is, what are we gonna plant? We still haven't got an answer. It's something that I think about during all of this loading and unloading, and I just don't know. So here we go. Ooh, 114,000. Great. And then we can go back to the sawmill, load up the wood chips. Whoa, what's up with that FPS loss? I feel like they did something in the last patch that's messing with like shaders of the game, and they did say something about like flying around to make sure all your shaders have reloaded. But listen, I've been playing this since then. This is not the first time I've loaded into the game, so I really don't understand. That was a pretty significant hang up. It went down I mean, when I glanced up, it was at 27 FPS, which you would think actually isn't horrible, but it's noticeable when you go down there from 60, 61. Yeah. So lots of selling things this episode, but it is hopefully going to be a short one because of it. And that's kind of half the battle with Farming Simulator, right? Just hurry up and wait for stuff to grow, and then hurry up and drive it someplace. Okay. And there is a significant amount of wood chips, so much so that I'm kind of wishing I could just like load them up into a trailer rather than this. But let's see, is there a device that accomplishes said task? Let's go into special crops? No, let's go into forestry. And then, is there like a miscellaneous? There is, but nothing in there is actually what we need. Wood transport maybe? No. Well, wood chippers, obviously, that's how you can get them, but what we basically just need is a material handler of some kind. This thing. But this can only do potatoes and sugar beets. Like, why couldn't this do wood chips? I don't know. Unless this is the thing that puts them in the boxes. I think that's what it is, actually. Oh yeah, this is the thing that loads them into pallets. Never mind, my fault. This thing can't do... This thing can. Which I think we would need that. But that just seems like wasting money on using something that might not even work. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Is there one of those like special vehicles that would be like in the miscellaneous maybe? This thing? That can pick up wood chips, but it can't tip the wood chips out of the box. So I don't know, we'll be stuck with getting wood chips by hand, or well, like in a box. Alright, I will have them loaded up and I'll see you when that's done. Let's go over there. Alright, they're all done with that. And it appears that we have the same situation as before. A derpily loaded vehicle. Now, best price is at Grain Barge Terminal 1. Let's quickly... That's the one right here. That's beautiful. We don't even have to go far. Is it on the other side of the river, though? That's what I don't know. Let's actually look real quick. It is. It's just there. So we can't really take... Well, we can, but then we'll drive a weirdly balanced truck on country roads. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Not that it matters, because I'm sure we'll flip it over just over here, despite all my effort. But yeah, so then we'll have almost 30,000, 130,000, which is plenty to buy a field. And it looks to me like we're actually doing pretty well for ourselves in this game. I mean, right? Like, we are coming up with a lot of money. We have paid off a loan. We don't owe anybody anything except maybe Walter. But Walter kept a bunch of fields to himself. So he's making bank just renting those out, I assume, since he doesn't farm it himself anymore. That unless he's got like a hidden farm somewhere. Cheeky Walter. But yeah, we're gonna buy the small field off of Katie. I don't know why she would sell us it, but you know, you don't have to haggle in this game, so that's nice. Pre-order now, Farming Simulator VR, powered by Meta. Yeah, not gonna happen. Sorry. Okay. Ooh, do we need to go down? Stop. Stop. Up the hill. Nope. I see the drop-off. It's right there. This is right next to the grain elevator. Here we go. Wow, lots of FPS loss for reasons only known to the game's developers. Although, judging by their inability to sort it out, maybe not even that. Bam. 12,000. We can then continue going that way. So yeah, so we're sitting on a pretty bank right now. And again, I would love to wait until tomorrow and maybe see what vehicles come up on the used vehicle sale, but unfortunately, we might, if we did that, something might get planted on the field that I want to buy, and then we just have to roll with whatever's on there, which I'm not willing to do. And so yeah, anyway, we'll figure out all of this stuff in terms of planting things. I'll be honest, I actually don't know what I was talking about just then, because I got a phone call and I had to pause the recording, and it took 20 minutes, and so here we are. So I tried to fudge it and pretend like I remembered what I was doing just before then. I assume I was just driving back to the farm to buy the field, but yeah. I don't think I have anything pending. Oh. No, I don't. I already picked up the baler. It is sitting at the farm. Yeah. Who knows? Should have probably written that down before I answered the phone call. Now I know that my memory is worse than a sieve when it comes to information like that. Actually, the fun thing's going to be when we buy this property over here, we're going to be able to delete all of these, deconstruct all of these old sheds. And part of why it's good is because we're going to get more room for placeables. But the other part is that we're also going to get a little bit of money back, because we do have a mod installed that makes it full price of the shed when you delete it, which I know is cheaty. I don't actually love that, other than for when the game is being disagreeable when you're actually trying to build something. So, you know, we'll see how much money it'll add us, and then based on that we might actually take some away. But here we are. We have 126,800. We will pay 108,700. So we will sit pretty at 20k, which is pretty good. We will also get more production out of our greenhouse, and we're just going to be set for money. We are going to be a-okay. Buy that field. And now, if we go, is it this one? No. Farmland. If we just see our current size of our farm is getting larger by the minute. Next acquisition is going to be field number 6 with the accompanying property. And there's a thing that I actually wanted to talk about real quick. Well, ask so that you can answer in the comments if there is enough people watching this part. If we visit the greenhouse and go down here, this house just here, where is it? Right there. This house, it's a duplex. It is 2 separate units, I guess. You can see 1, 2, and this is ours. This sits on our property. If you look at the map of our property, oh my giddy aunt, there we go. It is very clearly on our property, and I'm wondering if this would be something that like we would rent out to like a family, where maybe, you know, the mom or the dad are like our hired labor at the farm, and they're renting a house from us, and so we're paying them like a wage, actual wage, not just like, you know, plow my field for 20 bucks. But that essentially what I'm saying is we could go and we could, where is it? Right here. And we could go into, I think it's in decorations. It's lights, others, decorations. We could put in, I think there's some objects that just like make money for no other reason that you just place them to kind of fudge daily incomes. Is it? No. Well, in any case, I think there's mods for it anyway that we can download, and then we could place like a placeable object and maybe have like a monthly income of, you know, I don't know what applicable rent in Arkansas is for a, what looks like a two bedroom unit. And we have 2 of them, so we could do that and pretend we have some renters on the farm, right? Yeah, yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. Leave it in the comment section. Wow, we have amassed a few eggs. I don't think I've dealt with that since I skipped all of winter, and so this is just like an accumulation from 30 chickens. But yeah, let's we bought the field, so let's actually hop on there and visit it. And this is currently plowed, and that is cultivated. So I'm thinking maybe we just go right on ahead and plow the fields together, so that we can just like get right on that instead of having two separate fields. Because it doesn't look like a lot, but you know, every bit adds up in the end. And then we can sell this shed and we can sell that shed. So actually, that's what we can do right here. We can take that and it'll give us 2,000. I mean, this will give us 4,000. You know what would be really nice is if we could like refurbish the shed. I don't really think I'd leave anything out here. That's just asking for someone to nick your thing, right? Like out in the open. I wouldn't even leave like a plow in here. That's just wild. Same thing with this shed. Like anything that isn't lockable proper, I wouldn't leave it out here. I don't know if the money is okay. Like, would we get $4,000 for all of this? Like, some of this wood is probably not redeemable, rotten and gross. We probably wouldn't get enough of, like, putting this into metal collection. So, I don't know. Does it close? No, it doesn't close. This is basically defunct properties. So, yeah, you know what? Sod it. Such is life. Sell that. And sell that. And now we have place for placeables. We could put something down here. I don't have an opinion on what. We could cut down this tree easy peasy. And then one thing that I did want to do is I downloaded these placeables without the little like the hut. And I want to get a dairy production thing on our farm over, like this can fit inside a building. You just have to open the door and then you can kind of squeeze it into the building. And so that's what I want to do. I want to get like a little dairy shed, and I was thinking either in the big shed, I mean in the big barn, or in this shed where I parked the truck, and just have this. I mean, I would ideally like to get rid of the raft, which I might do with the help of the hide mod. But so then, you know, we don't have the money right now, but we could put this in here, and this could be like my milk shed, because we don't currently make enough milk to be selling it to anybody. But if we turned it into our like craft cheese, we could sell it to all the hipsters at a market, right? Craft goat cheese, local to America. Bam, selling point right there. Sometimes it's all about the marketing, less about the taste of the food. But yeah, I didn't want this recording to be boring and forever taking, so I think I'm gonna end this episode right here. And we're going to pick it up right here in the next episode. Well, maybe not right here, because I might turn the game off in between now and then. But right here in plowing the field in. And yeah. Bam. That'll be amazing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And feel free to leave a like. And definitely leave a comment. I do love comments. I want to get some, you know, wisdom from the community, as it were, going on in the comments. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.